Hello everybody, Colton R here, and welcome back to more Madden NFL 2002. In the last episode, we defeated the Seahawks 7-0. Yeah, we beat them 7-0. How did we beat them 7-0? I don't know. I just don't know. It's very, very strange, but we're just gonna roll with it. But anyways, in this episode, we are going to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania to play the Pittsburgh Steelers in a Sunday night football game. So yeah, Sunday night football in Pittsburgh. So let's play the game. Alright. Profile. And the Steelers, let's have them wear their away uniforms. And I'll wear my home uniform. Alright, let's do this.
Hello everyone, this is James Brown. Tonight's regular season matchup is between the Steelers and the Browns. Both teams seem ready to go, so I'll send this one over to Pat and John.
Thanks for the update, JB. These teams are ready to get things going down on the field. Let's get this one started.
Yep, this is going to be a tough battle. I think it's going to go right down to the wire.
And there's Bill Cowher of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here's a fun fact about Bill Cowher. He actually used to be an assistant coach for the Browns. Alright, we're gonna go with tails. And we won the toss! You know what, let's kick off to them. Let's kick off to the Steelers.
And have won the toss. They choose to kick.
The teams have taken the field and lined up for the kickoff. They're ready to get this game started. He gets it off.
Taking it from our own end zone. And
The Steelers take over on the 26. First and 10.
also, something I forgot to mention
The Steelers using
in
motion.
the previous episode, this will be also the last Madden game that you'll hear Pat Summer call the game with John Madden.
To 27.
Because after the 2001 NFL season, he
Yeah, it looks like establishing
retired.
a sound running game is one of their priorities today.
And then in Madden NFL 2003, Al Michaels is with John Madden. So yeah, that's pretty cool.
The receiver in motion. Drops back to throw. Stewart throws left. Ward
Wow.
with the reception.
That was a pretty good pass to Hines
Leslie, is there an
Ward.
update?
I caught up with Coach Cowher as his team was coming out
And
of the
we just
tunnel,
could not
and he
cover
said
him.
that he felt his team had not really met the expectations that he and the coaching staff had for them so far this season. He's hoping to see a better performance out there, or some personnel changes might be needed. Let's see how they do out there.
Thanks for your report, Leslie. Ellsworth with the takedown at midfield. Ball at midfield. Stewart back to pass.
Oh, it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Browns. And there goes Courtney Brown. Touchdown, Cleveland.
This turnover leads to a score.
Wow. What a play. That was crazy. And now we will attempt the extra point. Della Dawson to kick it.
He gets it
Kick
off.
is up.
The
and
point
the extra
after
point is
attempt
good.
sails through. They're up by a touchdown now. Dawson gets it off. They'll start the drive from the 23. The backs are split this time. Stewart lets
And it's intercepted by Rudd. Rudd's breaking tackles. And he's down near the 30.
Thought he could thread the needle on that one.
Wow.
That's just another case
What's
of
going on with the
trying to
Steelers?
do too much.
That was a great pick. Let's watch it again.
That's just a case of this guy shaking and baking when he had to. He felt the defender closing in, and he shook him with great moves.
All right, so we got good field position to start our first ever offensive drive here.
Couch drops back.
There's Quincy
With the
Morgan.
throw. Morgan,
And it's
the intended target.
He was wide
He
open and I
overthrows it.
overthrew it.
Oh, and maybe he
What's
got
the
held up
frick?
in the line because their timing was really off on that pass.
The offense is threatening.
But you know something, if I don't come away with a touchdown, at least I get points off of a field goal because of Phil Dawson. He knows how to get those field
Drops
goals.
back to throw with the pass.
Throwing to Morgan
Knocked
again,
down.
incomplete.
The bullet falls incomplete.
I don't think this quarterback knows what touch means.
Ball on the 31-yard line. Couch back to throw. Out
Dawson.
over to the right.
Oh,
And he can't hang
so
on to
close.
it. Scott tipped that pass.
All right,
And
time
they're
for
lucky that
the
one
field
fell
goal.
incomplete. A lot of these tips get gobbled up by the defense.
And here comes the kicking unit. Dawson.
And there's a penalty
tries
on
for
the
long
field.
goal
Let's see
attempt.
what it is.
There's a flag on the play.
And it's holding.
Holding number 71. Offense, loss of 10 yards.
So that's backing up 10 yards. But I'm still going to go for that
And
field
here
goal.
comes the kicking unit. It's up.
Kick is up and missed
Good
it
distance.
left.
Went off the mark.
Oh.
Why did he miss the kick here, John?
That ball just
It
didn't
had the
go where the
distance,
kicker
it just went
expected
a
it
little
to.
bit left.
The ball is right at midfield. Ball on their own 48. The Steelers using motion. They better keep an eye on the plate clock. And he gets the toss. Ellsworth with the takedown at the 43. He covered some good ground there.
And here's a guy with great speed who can pick up the first and keep the ball moving downfield.
Four linebackers this time. Stewart steps back. Out over to the right.
Incomplete.
He gets the carry. McKenzie
Nowhere to go.
with the tackle at the 42. Ball on the 42-yard line. Nickel back in this time. Back to throw with the pass. Batted down.
Almost picked off.
The Steelers will punt it here.
Now the Steelers are going to punt.
Couch back in the shotgun. Quick drop. Throws right. Dudley was the intended receiver. Despite good coverage, he forces the ball in there.
That guy has a great arm. Sometimes he takes some chances and he throws into coverage.
Couch gets set. He's
Ooh,
looking
Morgan's
to throw.
wide open.
Pass is left.
And
knocked away. That shot falls incomplete.
The quarterback tried to put that one through the receiver.
Yeah, let's try streaks this time.
The Browns up by 7. Looking to throw it. Chased out of the pocket. With the throw. And he dropped
trying to throw it to Dudley.
That drop brings up 4th down.
The only thing worse than dropping a pass is dropping a pass.
Now I got to punt it away.
Gardaki awaits the snap.
I don't think that was a good punt.
Number 22 had a nice return on that punt.
And no matter how good a punt is, it doesn't mean anything if your team can't stop the return.
Number 45 in the backfield. The Steelers use motion. He better hurry if he wants to get this play off in time. With the pass. Burris with the reception.
Oh, fumble!
To stop at the 36.
And we pick it up. Wow. And oh no.
If your team can't hold on to the
And we have
ball,
an injured player.
it usually
Shoot.
leads to a loss.
That's not good. We got the ball back, but at the cost of losing one of our players due to injury.
1st and 10.
That's not good.
Couch drops back to throw.
Oh, Quincy
Throws
Morgan,
left.
he's wide open, and there he goes.
With the reception. Alexander
That's a
brings him
first
down
down.
to 29. Tim Couch tossed that one in there for the completion.
He's got all the skills needed to be a top-rated quarterback in the NFL.
Will the owner of a black 4x4, license number 4CJ71P, please be aware that your car is being towed.
1st and 10.
Okay, this time we're going to go with a run and see if it works.
Couch hands it off. Gilden stops the play in the backfield.
That did not work.
Leslie, have you got an update for us?
Well, the trainers have told me that
player
it's the
Lewis
type of
Sanders
injury that will
got a
take some
strained
time
back
to
and he's
heal.
going to be out for the
Bad
game.
news for the team. Pat?
That sucks.
Thanks for the update, Leslie.
Throwing it to
We're glad it's
Dawson.
not too serious.
Incomplete.
That could have been a
So
touchdown.
close.
There was no one there.
I know it. He was wide
And that's the
open.
end of
He
the first
just dropped
quarter.
it.
We're leading
You don't even want to go back
7-0
to the
against the
sidelines when you do
Steelers.
something like that.
You want to find a hole to crawl into.
But he's not going to find that out there. He's going to find the bench playing that way.
The teams have switched sides and will start the second quarter. 3rd and long. Couch under the center. Back to throw. Out over to the right.
Throwing to Prentice.
He
And
dropped
it's
it.
There's just no
incomplete.
excuse for that. He's getting paid a lot of money to make those catches.
That's why we're going to go for a
Dawson
field goal now.
out to try the field goal. He gets it off. The
And it's
attempt
good.
is good. The Browns made it a 2-score
It's a new
game.
record. Nice. All right, we lead the Steelers 10-0.
Dawson gets it off. They'll start the drive from the 29. Ball on their own 29. He gets the carry. Rainier makes the stop at the 31.
A consistent running game will make the play-action pass more effective.
They need 7. Fakes the handoff. Roy reaches the quarterback and hauls him down. Let's see how they got to the quarterback on this one.
The defender just uses instincts and speed to move around the block. You see, he's already got the angle on the quarterback.
Third and long. Stewart drops back to throw. Throws
Ooh,
right.
almost had
He
a
dropped
chance to
it.
pick it off.
Nothing is more disheartening to a quarterback than a drop pass.
But hey, we'll take the deflection.
The
Or the bad
Steelers
down
will
pass,
punt it
whatever.
here.
Now Pittsburgh's going to have to punt to us. And yeah, not going anywhere.
Looks like he couldn't find any room to run there.
And you don't want to delay too long when you're looking for that crease. You can find the crease once you start running.
The Steelers with a 3-man front. Couch steps back. He scrambles out of the pocket with the throw. Knocked
That's
down.
the deep ball.
Washington did a nice job of knocking that ball down.
You know, the quarterback needs to put that ball in a position where the defender
Unfortunately,
can't
that
get
deep
to
ball
it.
didn't really
That
work.
didn't happen there.
Drops back to throw. Couch with the throw.
That's a big lob pass. And
Morgan with the
Got it.
reception. Tim Couch is looking comfortable
Quincy
in the pocket
Morgan.
today.
Yeah, he's sitting back there
When
reading
in
the
doubt,
defense
throw
and
to
then
Quincy
finding the
Morgan.
open guy.
It'll be the greatest decision you've ever made.
Ball on the 27-yard line. Drops back to throw. Couch scrambles out of the pocket with the pass.
Oh, right to
With
Rhett,
the
and that's a
reception.
touchdown.
Touchdown, Cleveland. He caught the pass for the touchdown.
Yeah, that guy knew exactly how far he had to go to cross the goal line to get in there for the score.
Wow, that was a beautiful catch. And that's over 100 yards passing for the Browns. And now to attempt the extra point.
He gets it off. The extra point attempt is good.
Kick is good.
The Browns are having their way with this defense.
Man, leading 17-0.
Dawson gets it off. They'll start the drive from the 22. Ball on their own 22. The Steelers use motion. Stewart steps back. With the pass. Picked
Interception.
Ellsworth
By
shows some
Ellsworth.
great body control to come up with that grab.
The defender had his eye in the backfield the whole time, and he was right there to make the pick.
That was pretty cool.
First and 10. Ball on their own 38. Back to throw.
Lob pass to Quincy Morgan again. Ugh, out of his hands.
And nothing is more disheartening to a quarterback than a drop pass.
Ball on their own 38. Second and 10. Drops back to throw.
Oh, and
With the tackle at the 29.
What?
The Steelers
thought we
did
picked
a
it
nice
up.
job in coming up with the loose ball.
In today's
great.
game, the defenders are almost always going to try for the strip like that.
In field goal
We had
range
the
now.
football and then we lost the football. Great.
Back to pass. Stewart with the pass. Edwards hauls in the catch. Out of bounds.
I think the quarterback just let that one get away.
Stewart to throw it with the pass. The ball fails to reach its target.
You know, they practice this play again and again during the week to prepare. But simulating how the defense is going to react is a very hard thing to do.
Ball on the 33-yard line. Ward in motion. Stewart back to pass. With the pass. Edwards was the intended receiver. He should have caught that one.
There's just no excuse for
looks
that.
like they're
He's getting
trying
paid
to
a
go
lot
for
of
a
money to
field
make
goal.
those catches.
Brown lines up for the field goal.
Oh, it's a fake. And they just
Rainier
freaking
brings him down
failed.
at the 40.
Tried to go for a fake field goal and it failed miserably
First and 10.
for the Steelers.
Looking to throw it. Couch
Gonna throw it
out
to
over
Dawson
the right.
deep,
That is
and it's
down.
incomplete.
Flowers just knocked it down.
Nothing will frustrate a receiver more than knocking away his pass.
Second and 10. Couch back to throw.
Oh, broke
With
off
the
a tackle.
throw.
Gonna throw it deep to Morgan. He
Morgan
got it,
with
and
the
he's
reception.
inside the
Well
10.
done, Tim Couch, John.
In college, he shattered nearly all of his school's
Let's look at this
passing
replay.
records. Now that he's in the NFL,
55
he'll
was
probably
coming.
own some NFL records before his career
I think that
is
was
over.
Joey Porter. 55, Joey Porter. Yeah, literally, Joey Porter was trying to sack me again.
Almost
didn't
at
work
the
out.
2-minute mark now. Number 96 with the takedown at the 10. Well, he tried to turn it upfield.
Yeah, but the defense stayed at home on that play, and they stopped him before he could go
Jim
too far.
clearly forget how to play the game of football. He was supposed to hand it off. It didn't work out for some reason.
Porter pulls him down at the 8. Not a big gain on that run.
The lineman just failed to open up any holes to run through.
I really wish there was a goal line option. So we're going to try and see if we can pass for it here.
Ball on the 8-yard line.
Oh, I'm about to get
Drops
sacked.
back to throw. Smith got the quarterback.
You know what? They went for a fake field goal. We're going to go for a fake field goal.
You talk about big stands. This defense just had one. They stopped them in the red zone. Now that is what you play for.
And didn't work out.
The Browns go for it and don't have
That
enough.
was crazy.
With this lead, they can afford to gamble a little.
1st and 10. Here's the blitz. Miller pulls him down at the 19. Jameer Miller seemed to know where that play was going.
This guy can really make an impact on any given game. When he's on his game, the offense should definitely account for him in the field.
Stewart gets set. Blitz is coming. Number 45 gets the carry.
Oh, wow.
Ellsworth stops him at the 35.
Timeout for the Steelers.
Number 45 is having good success running the ball today.
There's no need to pass the ball today until this defense shows they can stop the run.
1st and 10. Back to pass. Stewart out over to the left. Ball on their own 35 with the pass. And he dropped the pass. He couldn't hang on to it.
That's the old rule. If you get your hands on it, you got to catch it.
Steps back with the throw. Ward with the reception. Miller stops him at the 40.
Timeout for the Steelers.
Take the timeout. They
Have one timeout left. It looks like they're going to go for it here
Ball on their own
on
40.
4th down.
Stewart gets set. Steps back. Throws left.
And
Ward was the intended target.
that's the end of the first half.
That's the end of the second quarter with the score Cleveland 17.
And we're leading
Pittsburgh
17-0
0.
at the half. Okay. So I can't change the settings while I'm mid-game. Okay. Because I'm going to just check
Let's pick
after
up the
this
action.
game to see
Welcome
if I
back
can
as we get this
fix
second
the
half
plays.
underway.
Because there's got to be more plays to call. And not just pass, run, deep pass. All that stuff. I'm clearly missing
gets it
something.
off.
Oh, bounced off a defender.
They'll start the drive from the 32. Leslie Visser has some news from the locker room for us.
Pat, I asked the head coach about the kind of adjustments they made in the locker room, and he seemed very pleased with how his team looked out there on the field. He told me that he'd stressed execution and attention to detail while at practice this week, and it really seems to be paying dividends. We'll have to see if they can keep it up in the second half.
Tripped up and sacked.
Thanks, Leslie. Ball on their own 26. Back to throw. Couch passes right.
Deep to Dudley. And he got it.
With the reception. What about Ricky Dudley, John?
If he can ever learn to catch a ball on a regular basis, he's going to be a great tight end. He's big and agile, but he's yet to prove that he can be consistent.
Ball on the 25-yard line. Fakes the handoff. Johnson was the intended receiver. Couch saw the pressure and got rid of the ball.
I'm not surprised that that pass went incomplete. I don't think he could even see past that big old defensive lineman rushing him.
Play action fake. Chased out of the pocket. Throws left.
Why
Dudley
did I?
was the intended target. He fires the pass, but it's overthrown.
That pass was thrown with so much velocity that the receiver never caught up with it.
Ball on the 25-yard line. So we're in a passing situation. Couch drops back to throw. They were able to get to the quarterback.
How did that guy get in there,
John?
The defender locked in on him like he was a missile. He just zeroed in and dragged him down to the turf.
All right, another field goal.
Dawson out to try the field goal. He gets off the long field goal. The attempt is good.
It's good.
The Browns are scoring at
and
will.
a new record, 49-yard field goal.
He gets it off.
Whoa, and his helmet came off.
He was able to break free of the tackle on this play.
You see that again?
This is why you need to keep your eye on what's happening until the refs blow the whistle.
That is the first time I've ever seen that happen in a Madden game.
He wasn't there.
It's crazy.
First and 10. Edwards moves in motion. Quick drop. With the throw. Ward was the intended target. He saw the coverage, but he thought his man had position.
I'm no quarterback, but even I saw that he was covered.
Stewart back to pass. Pass is right. Bruner with the reception. Third and 4. The Steelers using motion. Stewart back to throw. Out over to the right. And he's got his man. Ball on their own 48.
Wow, minus 13 yards rushing. Really?
Quick drop.
For me?
Throws left. Batted away. Number 27 with a nice tip.
And they're lucky that one fell incomplete. A lot of these tips get gobbled up by the defense.
Ball on their own 48.
Excuse me. Oh, I am yawning. Makes no sense.
Burris goes in motion. Stewart lets it fly. Batted down. Fuller didn't even give the receiver a chance.
Yeah, just stick your hand in there and whap it down.
Fifth play of this drive.
3rd and 10 here for the Steelers.
He's looking to throw. Stewart passes left. The pass
And
is
did he
complete.
get the first down, or was he short? He's short.
Miller will punt it away.
And the Steelers will punt. And he's going to drop out of the end zone for a touchback. Excuse me.
Couch drops back to
Quincy
throw.
Morgan
with
wide
the
open.
pass.
Yeah,
Morgan
that was a
with the
great catch.
reception.
And a great
Nice
pass,
play
too.
by Couch.
Sure was. He's really seeing the defense well today. If the defense doesn't get some pressure on him, he's going to have a heck of a day.
Couch back to pass. With the throw.
Oh, almost
Right
had it.
through his hands there.
There's really no excuse for that. You just have to catch those balls.
Back to pass. Goes to the middle. Dunley was the intended target. It looked like a simple catch, but he dropped it.
Maybe he heard footsteps.
Ball on the 41-yard line.
You know, if I don't do this 3rd and 10, I can still kick a field goal.
3rd and 10. Couch drops back.
Going to
Throws
Johnson's the deep pass, and he's not going to get
Johnson,
it.
the intended target. Overthrown.
All right,
There was
well,
no way he was going to get to that one.
field goal.
Dawson lines up for the field goal. He needs good distance on this.
Oh, it's
He
going to
didn't
be
get
short.
all of it. The kick falls short.
Not enough
Let's look
power.
at that last play again.
Oof.
Stewart gets set. Back to throw. Out over to the right. Pass complete. Henry brings him down.
They're going to mark him
43.
short.
How
Second
about
and
Cordell
inches.
Stewart, John?
If he starts to feel comfortable out there,
And
he
it's
can really
literally
do some damage
the
during
first. They literally have a first down, but the game's like, nope, you're short.
Only one man back. Stewart with a man in motion. Back to pass. Pass is left. Pass complete. What makes Cordell dangerous as a quarterback, John?
He's the type of quarterback that will take off and run if the play breaks down. And when he does, that's when he's the most dangerous.
Nickel back in this time. Drops back to throw. With the throw. Edwards, the intended receiver. Stewart had to unload that pass in a hurry.
The play didn't work because the quarterback's timing and balance was off. When he starts to feel pressure, he gets a little nervous, and he has to get rid of the ball.
Inside enemy territory.
All right, 2nd and 10 for the Steelers.
He's looking to throw. Goes to the middle.
And they
Boomer
caught
with the
that one,
reception.
and touchdown Steelers.
The quarterback delivered the ball right on time.
They
for that
finally get
score.
on the
He
board
outplayed
with
the
28
defender
seconds,
for the ball on that
28
play.
seconds
The
left.
guy with the best position usually will come up with it.
3rd quarter. And I don't know why I selected punt return. I don't know why. It makes absolutely no sense.
The kick is up.
And
the extra point
obviously
is good.
extra
The
point is good.
Steelers still need to score twice.
Yeah, and we'll see how much more fight they can muster.
It's now 20-7. I still have the lead by 13 points.
He gets it off.
And Quincy Morgan going to return this.
Well, they just have to keep doing what they've been doing. The defense hasn't put up too much resistance so far.
Ball on their own 29. The backs are split this time. Couch hands it off. Gilden brings him down at the 31.
And that's going to be the end of the third quarter.
So we've reached the end of the third quarter with the Cleveland Browns ahead of the Pittsburgh Steelers, 20-7. And we'll start the fourth quarter. Eight to go. Quick drop. Scrambling with the
Gonna
pass.
throw it deep to Dawson. Oh, he had it in his hands
The
and he
quarterback
dropped it.
got it there.
Yeah, and the receiver dropped it. He was either thinking about the hit that was coming or the run after the pass. But you have to think about the catch first.
8 to go. The quarterback is back in the shotgun. Back to pass. Throws left.
Oh, no one's catching that.
Johnson was the intended target. Couch overthrows that pass.
Oh, and maybe he got held up in the
course,
line
they got a
because their
punt.
timing was really off on that pass.
The Browns will punt it here.
Really good punt.
Number 22 had a nice return on that punt.
And no matter how good a punt is, it doesn't mean anything if your team can't stop the return.
Ball on their own 37. He's looking to throw. Pass is left. And he's got his man. Ellsworth pulls him down at the 44. Hines Ward is a versatile player.
Well, he played all sorts of positions in college. Quarterback, wide receiver, defensive back.
Of course, we're
This
letting
guy was
Hines
Mr.
Ward
All-Purpose
just
on the football field.
catch the football and run all over us.
Drops back to throw. Pass is left. Ward,
Wow, he wasn't
the
even
intended
looking at the
target.
football that time.
He sure put a lot on that
crazy.
throw.
It had too much pop.
All right, 2nd and 10 for the Steelers.
Stewart steps back. Throws left. Edwards, the intended receiver. He somehow got that pass off.
Getting pressure on the quarterback is the easiest way to disrupt a pass play. The defensive line should take full credit for that play.
Back to throw. With the pass. The catch was made out of bounds.
As a quarterback, you're supposed
Oh,
to
he
put the
caught
ball
it
where
inbounds.
only the
I thought he
receiver
actually
can
caught
get
it
it.
inbounds.
I think somebody should have
It
told
looks
him
like
that
they're
he
gonna
also
go
needs
for
to
it.
keep it inbound.
4th and 10.
It's 4th and 10 here. Steelers don't get a first down. The ball goes back to me.
The Steelers line up in the shotgun. The receiver goes in motion. Stewart back to pass. With the
And
pass.
deep, incomplete.
The Steelers will get the ball.
But they're in
It's a
one of those
turnover on
four-down
downs.
situations. They're trying to get
Now
something
to basically
going.
just
It's just
run
that
the
nothing's
clock
working.
out.
1st and 10.
And try to get the 2-minute warning as well.
He tucks it away. Flowers with the takedown at the 48.
I'm just gonna wait a little bit. Excuse me.
They may have to burn a timeout if they're not careful. Rhett gets the carry. Flowers with the tackle at midfield. They'll stay conservative and keep it on the ground.
It's important to pound the defense with a run. Sooner or later, they're going to bend.
Ball on the 50-yard line. The offense has spun it out on third down all game long.
I'm just going to waste down some of this clock.
They better keep an eye on the play clock.
Oh shoot. I got distracted. I didn't look at the time. Shoot.
That's a 5-yard penalty.
The team has to show discipline and execute properly out there.
That was my bad.
If they don't, they'll find it's much harder to overcome the other team and get a win. The defense really bears down on third down.
I got distracted while doing that. And
Third
that
and
led to a
long.
penalty, and that's
Number
not good.
41 with the carry.
And
Washington with the takedown at the 48. I'm not sure about that play call.
And
Well,
only
they're
got 3
playing
of those yards
conservative.
back,
They're going to
so.
keep pounding away, wearing down this defense.
Actually, I
and
could take
working
that to
the
the 2-minute warning, so I'm just gonna let that clock run down to 2 minutes. All right, 2-minute warning.
Gardaki will punt it away.
Steelers got 2 minutes and all their timeouts to see if they can score a touchdown, then get the onside kick, and basically win the game by getting another touchdown. We'll see if that happens, and it looks like they're not going to go after the football. They're going to take it to the 20 to start their next offensive drive. Alright, so...
First and 10. Quick drop. With the throw.
Incomplete.
Was the intended receiver. A good pass, but no catch.
Yeah, and the receiver dropped it. He was either thinking about the hit that was coming or the run after the pass. But you have to think about the catch first.
Ooh, that's
Quick
a high
drop
snap.
with the pass.
Incomplete.
Ward, the intended
For
target.
Hines Ward.
Stewart looked a little uncomfortable in the pocket there.
Yeah, a few more like that, and this guy's confidence is going to be shot.
So we're in a passing situation. He's looking to throw. Pass is right. Bruner was the intended receiver. Hits him in the hands, but falls incomplete.
Well, the quarterback did his job, and he delivered the ball right to him. He's going to have some explaining to do in the huddle.
And, yep, they're going to go for it.
4th and 10. The Browns with a 3-man front. Steps back. Stewart with
And
the throw.
incomplete.
The Steelers failed to convert on
Defended
that
by
4th down.
Rudd, and that is going to be the game.
They have to be disappointed, and it's worse because
Unless
now
I do something
the other team has the
stupid.
ball.
And I cost myself the game.
Ball on the 20-yard line. Hands it off.
Gonna run it with Red, and that's gonna be the first timeout taken by the Steelers.
2 timeouts remaining.
Couch sets up. He gets the toss.
Toss it to
Porter
Red.
stops him at the 21.
The second
They're
timeout.
not just
the
going to give
Steelers
up on
lost
the
a
run,
yard
no matter
there.
how ineffective it is. I think this defense looks forward to these third down situations because they've been stopping them today.
Couch gets set. He tucks it away. Gilden
Prentice
with the takedown at the 17.
It looks like the Steelers are not going to take their last timeout. They're going to hold on to it. Which means I can just
The
basically
defense
take the
refused
clock
to give in
down.
on that series of downs.
The
Basically
offense is going to
kick
have to be a little more
game-winning
creative
field
with their
goal.
play calls
Basically
the
a
next time they get
game-sealing
close to
field
the goal
goal.
line. The defense had their number this time.
The kick is up.
And it's good.
The kick sails through the upright. The Browns made it a 2-score game. He gets it off. They'll start the drive from the 22. Ball on their own 22. Stewart drops back to throw, and he dropped it.
And I believe I just saw Courtney Brown is the player of the game. That's pretty cool. He deserves it. He had that fumble recovery for a touchdown. Obviously, you should get the player of the game if you do that. It's pretty cool.
Steps back with the throw.
Incomplete.
He was under intense pressure.
He saw the rush coming, and he tried to force it in there. Obviously, it didn't work.
Number 45, the lone setback. Quick drop. Stewart with the...
And that's a pick from Rudd.
He threw
And that
one into
will
coverage.
do it.
We'll go to the replay to watch that one again.
Look at that guy. He was watching the
That
quarterback's
was a
eyes the whole
diving
time.
pick.
And he showed some great anticipation getting into position and getting his hands on it.
The Steelers with a 4-man front. Rep gets the toss. Holmes
And
stops
the
him at
Steelers
the
will waste
17.
their final timeout.
Steelers take the timeout. No timeouts remaining.
Ball on the 17-yard line.
Well, so far so good. 2-0 right now. 2-0.
Blitz.
But don't worry.
Rep
It
gets
probably
the carry.
won't be anymore until I fix the
Porter
playbook.
with the takedown at the 13.
So I stop having these stupid little pass, run, deep pass little things.
3rd and 2.
The defense really bears down on 3rd down.
Couch scrambles out of the pocket.
I try to throw it
Number
to Sellers
45,
and
the
complete.
intended receiver.
That brings up
He
4th
let him
down.
too far there.
We're going to go for a
He's got
field
to be
goal.
careful with throws like that. There's a
Because
good
why
chance
not?
of hurting his receiver or throwing a pick.
Might as well get some more points, and hopefully Phil Dawson gets to be part of the Pro Bowl
He
/
gets it off.
Kicker of the Year
A
honors.
perfect kick. It's good. The Browns are scoring at will.
And we're going to do an onside kick, because why not? I've already won the game. There's no way Pittsburgh's coming back.
Dawson trying for the onside kick.
Time to basically do a squib.
He gets it off.
And there you go. Game over.
This game reaches its conclusion with the final score, Cleveland 26, Pittsburgh 7. This game is presented by the authority of the National Football League and EA Sports. Any publication, rebroadcast, or other use of the descriptions and accounts of this game without the express written permission of EA Sports is prohibited.
And that's it. I win 26-7 against the Steelers. Yeah. So 6 rushing yards, 215 passing yards, 5 first downs, 0 for 10 in third down conversions, 0 for 1 in fourth down conversions, 3 red zone attempts, 2 red zone field goals, 66% red zone scoring, 2 penalties for 15 yards, and more possession time than the Steelers. Tim Couch, 83.3 passing rate, while Kelly Holcomb had 39.5 when he tried that fake field goal. 246 yards passing, 1 touchdown, 6 completions, 25 attempts, 24 completion rate. Sacked 4 times. Longest pass, 55. Then Eric Rett, 13 yards rushing, 0 touchdowns, 9 attempts, 1.4 yards per carry. Longest rush, 4 yards. Yeah, not good stats, but it's whatever. And then defensive, Percy Ellsworth, 5 tackles, 1 interception. And then Dwayne Rudd, 3 tackles, 2 interceptions. Wally Rayner, 2 tackles, 1 sack. And then you got Quincy Morgan, 4 receptions, 170 yards, 42.5 yards per catch. 2 drops, no touchdowns. Excuse me. Eric Rett, 26 yards, 1 touchdown. And Ricky Dudley, 1 reception, 50 yards. Then you got Corny Brown with a fumble recovery. Ran for 43 yards for a defensive touchdown. So yeah, pretty good. Pretty good stuff here. Alright, now to go to the settings real quick. Okay, play call mode. Obviously, it's going to be normal. Normal play call mode. No easy. Because that's just... it's just boring. Passing mode. It's still going to be easy. I'm pretty sure everything is all good here. Yep, everything's all good. Alright. So let's simulate the rest of week 2. Cool. It's already been simulated. Now let's take a look at the awards for week 2. NFL Offensive Player of the Week is Lewis, and Defensive Player of the Week is Zach Thomas. And it's the same for them for the AFC. Okay. Jake Plummer of the Arizona Cardinals, Offensive Player of the Week for the NFC. And Tuggle from Atlanta, Defensive Player of the Week for the NFC. Now let's take a look at the stats and info right now. For the AFC East, Colts are leading the AFC East. Browns, Jaguars, Ravens, and a 3-way tie for the AFC Central. Steelers moved 0-2. Oof. Chiefs leading the AFC West. Cardinals leading the NFC East, even though they played only one game. The Lions and the Buccaneers are leading the NFC Central, and the 49ers are leading the NFC West. And right now, the Browns are the second best team in the NFL in 2001. Don't know how, but I'm just going to roll with it. Ah, yes, the ranks. We're 30th in total yards, 30th in total offense, 26th in passing yards, 31st, last for rushing yards. That's crazy. Last for first downs. The only stat we're good at is red zone field goals. That's the only thing we're good at. Red zone field goals. Everything else is crap. Defensive side. And we got the number 1 defense in total yards. Third for passing yards in defense. First for rushing yards in defense. Average points against first. Red zone attempts first. Sacks 11th. 4th in interceptions. Well, tie for 4th in interceptions. Tie for 6th in fumble recoveries. 1st in red zone touchdown. 1st in red zone field goals. We'll tie for 1st. And 1st in red zone scoring. So yeah, basically, I got like the number 1 defense in the NFL. And we're 1st in penalties and yards penalized. Crazy. The only thing we haven't done is throw an interception. That's good. That's pretty good. Well, alright guys. That's week 2 in the book. And I wonder what the game of the week was for this week. Don't know. Don't really care. Alright, what's the... Ooh, the game of the week is Browns and Lions. Whoa. That's the game of the week. Oh, it's because we're undefeated. I see. And also, it's kind of like a rivalry game to me, Detroit and Cleveland. I feel like it's a rivalry game. So, yeah. Detroit versus Cleveland in the next episode, guys. So, yeah, we could see some crazy stuff happen. So, with that, I'd like to thank you all for watching this brand new episode of Madden NFL 2002. If you enjoyed it, smack a like on it, subscribe if you're new to this channel. Check out my other videos I've uploaded to my channel. And I shall see you guys next time for more Madden NFL 2002. So with that, I'll see you guys later.